Give y'all a couple minutes to get up in here, as I always do. Got 2 more minutes. If you're watching from this point, you're watching the replay. You can go ahead to the comments. There's timestamps. Got a couple more seconds. How y'all doing? Make sure y'all say hello in the comments below when y'all get up in here. What the fuck? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And welcome. Got a couple more seconds. But yeah, what's up, gang? It's your girl Steph from Savvy Sentient. And welcome to today's reading. If you all are new here, hello and welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. As y'all see, it's kind of late. We're doing a late one today. I love to do those PM nighttime readings. So, yeah. If y'all are looking for personal readings, you can book at SavvySentient.com. That is the only place that you can book. I'll never be in the comments listening to readings. If anyone is doing that, they're scamming you. I do not have a WhatsApp. I do not have a WhatsApp. I do not have a WhatsApp. And I don't reach out. Y'all can come to me if y'all need a reading. All right. So, if you all are new here, keep it cute in the comments, because I just don't even play games with that type of energy. I will send you to the shadow realm and not even think twice about it. So be respectful or get the hell on. Period. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. So I didn't channel a message for today. I was just gonna go with whatever spirit brought to me. But as soon as I went live, I started humming this song that I haven't even listened to in like a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull those lyrics up. Y'all know they be chatting with me through the music. I don't even know who sings it. I can't remember. The Verve, that's who it is. So the song that came up is Bittersweet, Symphony. And it's just so appropriate because today was a day that I closed out a chapter, a 1.5 year long chapter. I left my job today. And it was indeed bittersweet. All right, so the lyrics to this song go as follows. Because it's a bittersweet symphony, that's life. Trying to make ends meet, you're a slave to money and then you die. I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down. You know, the one that takes you to the places where the veins meet? Yeah. No change, I can change. I can change, I can change. But I'm here in my mold. I am here in my mold. But I'm a million different people. From one day to the next, I can't change my mold. No, 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 no. Have you ever been down? Well, I've never prayed, but tonight I'm on my knees. Yeah, I need to hear some sounds that recognize the pain in me. Yeah, I let the melody shine, let it cleanse my mind. I feel free now. But the airwaves are clean and there's nobody singing to me now. Okay, so some of y'all might be familiar with this song. But it's a bittersweet symphony that's life. Y'all probably know now that I sing it, but those are the words. And the next question that someone asked on Google is like, what's the meaning? Now that I actually read it, it actually sounds like it's about something more detrimental to the human psyche, to the human experience, okay? So it says the opening line is a bittersweet symphony, this life, lays bare the human experience. I just said the human experience, that's crazy. I swear I didn't read that first. Likening life to a symphony filled with both bitter and sweet notes. It evokes a sense of acceptance and an invitation to embrace the duality of existence. I like that. I like that. It evokes a sense of acceptance and an invitation to embrace the duality of existence. So while we are going to have times in our life that are sad, that maybe we don't want to experience, that may be bitter, there's also times, and some of those times may be the exact same times, that are sweet, because we're closing out cycles. We're looking forward to what's ahead, to the unknown, to the next cycles. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Cheers to my last day. No free promo for them though. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with angel numbers. Actually, I love that that's the song that just popped up. I didn't channel anything. I wasn't going to channel nothing beforehand. I was just going to let whatever comes out, and that's what came out. So what is the angel numbers for this situation that the collective is dealing with? It's a bittersweet symphony that's life. Ooh. Angel number 4, organization. Focus, discipline, clarity, structure, empowerment, and problem solving. Stay focused on your life journey. Your angels want you free from distractions. Good organization empowers you to isolate and overcome the difficulties you've been facing. What steps can I take to better organize my life and stay focused on what truly matters? Today, set aside the time to organize your thoughts, plans, or environment, allowing yourself to tackle challenges with clarity and purpose. So for some of you all, the cycle that you closed out was a distraction, and there is something more important to your life that you need to be focusing on. So whether the closing out of that cycle was voluntary or not, it was necessary, because spirit needs to redirect you. They need you to focus on more important things. All right, so the next one is crazy. They need you to focus on more important things is the last thing I said. The next angel number is angel number 7, soul purpose. Some of you all need to be redirected towards your soul purpose, because the environments, the spaces, the things that you have been engaging with have been distracting you from your soul purpose. So angel number 7 says life path. Divine guidance, success, alignment, mission, and fulfillment. Your angels are pleased with your life choices and are letting you know that you are on the right path. Keep up the good work as you are successfully fulfilling your soul purpose and life mission. How can I continue to align with my daily actions with my soul purpose and my life mission? Today, acknowledge the progress you've made and take a moment to reaffirm your commitment to your soul's true calling. And I'll do one more since these are single digits. 47 may be significant for you. Maybe some of you all are seeing 47 as well. And the last one is 818. Love to motherfucking see it. Yes, 818 is breaking old patterns. Patterns, reflection, growth, change, mindset, and cycles. We got this recently, so we're definitely on a path to abundance. These new beginnings are bringing us to better places for sure. All right, so pause and reflect before moving forward with any project. Even if you're deeply invested, taking time to reconsider can benefit everyone involved. Avoid getting stuck in the negative thought patterns, as what we focus on tends to manifest, okay? So as you move into this next cycle, don't bring any negativity with you. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to do a spiritual bath to wash away all of the old that I just released today by quitting my job. Okay, so what old patterns or negative thoughts are holding you back? How can you break these cycles and focus on positive change? Take time for a personal retreat or journal about patterns you want to change. Reflect on the past experiences, shift your mindset, and introduce small and positive changes to build healthier habits. All right, so 4, 7, and 818 are the angel numbers. Let's go ahead and pull a spread. Let's see what's going on in the situation here. And actually, I'm not going to use the modern witches today. I wanted to use the zombies. Earlier, I was thinking about this reading, and I was like, zombies, big. Use them zoms. Okay, so Spirit, speak to me, speak through me. What is in the core? What is in the center of this reading for my collective? What is the question at hand? Queen of Pentacles. The question at hand. Some of you all with this new cycle that you're stepping into, with the cycles that you're ending, your primary concern might be whether or not you're going to be able to take care of yourself, whether your bills are going to be taken care of, like whether you're going to be able to sustain moving forward. Okay, what's crossing this? 4 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Exactly what I just said. Y'all are like saving money, hoarding money, or really focused on the amount of money that you have as you walk into this new cycle with the Ace of Cups. Now, this new cycle, though, does seem very peaceful. It does seem like some type of fulfillment. It's something that you are really happy about, really excited about. But there just seems to be a money concern, or a concern about whether you're going to be good moving forward. What's up, Southern Fairy? All right, so let's see what the future possibility is. The Tower. We're going to have to clarify, my boy. The Tower. But let's acknowledge one thing. The Tower, for better or for worse, is for your highest good. All right. That's first and foremost. Secondly, whether you acknowledge it as Scorpionic energy or Aquarian energy with the Uranus energy surrounding it, both Uranus and Pluto energy can be disruptive. They can be transformative. So no matter how you call it, different readers call it different things. Scorpio or Uranus type energy, the end result is it's for your better good. Okay, so whether it's an uncomfortable shift, which it may be, because it's uncomfortable to be unsure about the future just in general, but whether it's uncomfortable or not, whether it is a choice that you're making for yourself or not, it can still be uncomfortable. it's for your best good. So let's just make sure that that's very much understood. And so before we move forward, I'm just going to go ahead and clarify that now, because I don't want to leave us in suspense. What is the Tower here for? Thank you so much for the likes. What is the Tower here for, Spirit? Because we ain't got no patience. Page of Coins, look. Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. The Tower with a Page of Coins. Unexpected financial windfalls. You are worrying about whether or not you're gonna be Gucci. Whether you're gonna be okay. Whether you're gonna be able to take care of your bills. Whether you're gonna be good as you transition into this new phase of your life. There's gonna be windfalls. There's going to be money dropped in your account. There's going to be opportunities to make a coin or two, to grab a little bag here and there. You're going to be able to coast. You're going to be able to make it through until that guaranteed money shows up, okay? I guess we doing a financial reading is what it's given, okay? So what's at the root of all of this, Spirit? What's at the root of all of this? Yeah. At the root of this is the Five of Wands and the King of Cups. I feel like emotionally, you are so good with the decision that was made. You were like, yes, yes, I did that shit. That's the shit that needed to be done. Pero like mentally, you're like, ooh, now what? So it's just, that's what's at the root of this. Like, you know, I feel like intuitively you know that this is what you were supposed to do. But just mentally, like your mind, your brain is a human thing. And sometimes no matter how spiritually connected or intuitive we are, we can't ignore the human body. We can't ignore the natural faculties. So yes, it's okay that you might be a little bit conflicted right now. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? You might be a little conflicted right now, and that's fine, but I just feel like stay in connection with the divine. Stay in connection with your ancestors, your angels, your spirit homies, because they're going to keep you grounded through this transition, even though you do have human worries, human concerns. I feel like this is uncharted territory. You might be doing something so big that you've never done before. You don't really know how to navigate it. You're just trying to trust the divine. You are trying to trust spirit. You are trying to trust what you were intuitively led to do and trust that it's going to be okay. One thing that you have to know, your spirit, your ancestors, your angels are never going to lead you astray. They will always guide you down the path that you need to be on. So even though this shit's scary as fuck, even though it's scary as fuck, just know we're gonna land softly. We're gonna be taken care of, okay? So tell me what's going on in the recent past here for my collective. Five of Cups, Page of Swords. What's that? Something under the page. Five of Swords. Girl. Five of Swords, Five of Cups. I expected the Five of Swords to come out. Or some type of card of conflict. With the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords. So I feel like the environment that you were in, like, for example, if you also just quit your job or left a toxic work environment, left a toxic family dynamic or environment with people who have been toxic, whatever that environment is, I feel like you did so regretfully, but there was just so much scamming, scheming, manipulation, gossiping, lying, cheating, people trying to get ahead. I just heard some people... what is that saying? Oh, it left. To spite your nose, or they cut off their nose to spite their face. Like, there was so much sideways BS happening in that environment that was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. Leave that shit, friend. Like, there's so much going on that was so unnecessary. Like, why are you going above and beyond to try to lie on me, steal from me, X, Y, and Z, but at the end of the day, you still clocking in just like me? What are you really gaining? You still making the same amount of money I'm making, lying, cheating, scamming, being toxic for what? You still in the same boat with me. You still paddling, bitch. Like, so what are we doing? What was the reason? In my Cardi voice, what was the reason? Right? So the environment that you left had all of this ghetto ass shit happening over here. And for what? And I feel like that's why the root of this is the King of Cups with the Five of Wands. Because even though you're conflicted about having to do this, the peace came because you left the drama where it was. You knew you were leaving behind so much drama and bullshit. So that's where the peace came. You may have your concerns about what's happening tomorrow, what's happening the next day, but I bet you ain't gonna lose no sleep because you're gonna be sitting peacefully in your decision. King of Cups energy. Tell me about, Spirit, the expected future. So we've seen the potential future with the Tower and the coins. You might get a little bag, might keep getting little financial opportunities. Just today, I was handed $100. And then also, I'm a bartender. Someone who I didn't even know, wasn't even one of my regulars, tipped me $120 and their bill was only like 70 bucks. For what? Because the universe is going to provide for us. The universe is going to make a way for us to sustain until things are more guaranteed, more stable, more predictable. Okay? Till that first check. Till that big breaks. Till that next partnership. Till whatever, you know, the next bag is. All right? So, what is the expected future? What is the expected future? That's something that's looking at me in the reverse. Hey. 9 of Wands with the 8 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is in the reverse and the 8 of Wands is there. All right. So 9 of Wands is those uphill battles. That's that struggle. That's that wounded warrior type energy. So with it in the reverse, what I'm feeling is like the struggle is over. That's the potential future. The struggle is over. And in fact, 8 of Wands energy, that's rapid progress. That's fast moving progress. That's communication coming in. That is moving. Some of y'all are moving. This is a message that has been in my readings and other readers' readings. Like, people are moving to another state, moving to another country, moving from an apartment to a house, moving from a house to a mansion. I don't know your life, but upgrading. We are upgrading in this season. Okay, 8 in the chat, like 88, 818. Come on, Spirit, tell me about this 8 of Wands. We coming out of the struggle. 8 of Wands towards progress. Clarify that 8 of Wands further for me, please. Ace of Swords. Baby, it's a breakthrough. Baby, it's a breakthrough. It's success. It's victory. All right. It's going to become very clear to you as you move forward. Okay. Moving to London. Period, mate. Oi, mate. You better move to London. You better move to London. I want to go to the UK so bad. Not your mom's birthday being 8/8. Yes. Melbourne. Is that Australia? Melbourne, Australia? Just in case you didn't know, my name is Sydney. Australia is another place that I wanted to go. Yeah, so let's get aura energy. What going on with the collective? What is the status of the collective here today, Spirit? Knight of Wands. Look at it. You know what the Knight of Wands is? This is taking heroic action. to take care of yourself. So if you're in a toxic situation, stop waiting for someone to be your hero. You are going to be your own hero. Okay? Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Ruby. Thank y'all all for commenting, but thank you for that compliment. From New York to France. You fancy. Send me a baguette, friend. So, the Knight of Wands energy. I was getting that song from Cheetah Girls. How'd that song go? It came and it went. I don't wanna be like Cinderella, waiting for waiting for somebody to come and set me free. I don't wanna be like someone waiting for a handsome prince to come and save me. Oh, I will survive unless somebody's on my side. Don't wanna be no one else. I'm here to rescue myself. Like, period. Okay? Do what you gotta do. Do what you got to do. I have been in those situations. And what I'm gonna tell you, Sammy, trust your intuition. I don't know if you've ever talked to your ancestors before. I don't know if you ever talked to your spirit guides before. But literally, if it wasn't for my spirits, I would probably be in a worse situation than I'm in now. My spirit said go, I went. My spirit said leave the house now, go to AT&T. I went to AT&T. Soon as I got to AT&T, I found out that that bitch cut my phone off. Had I not listened to them, I wouldn't have had any way to order an Uber because that bitch also disconnected me from the Wi-Fi. If I wouldn't have listened to my spirits, I would have just been stuck in the house with this crazy bitch who was trying to isolate me. But when my spirit said go, I went. Soon as I got there, I found out that they disconnected me from every fucking thing. I got a new phone number, new phone, new everything. When I came back from work, I put the phone that they bought on the table, basically as a kiss my ass bitch, because I'm protected. Girl, trust your spirits. Trust your spirits. Go. Go. Listen. They will carry you, I promise you. And I know that it can be very scary, but utilize the resources that you have. So many women especially, I'm not gonna, say that men don't get abused, because they do, and that's a stigma that needs to be destigmatized. Hello? Go! There's so many resources around you, whether you realize it or not. There are so many shelters, so many organizations that will help you in this time, especially if you have kids involved. And they will literally, I don't know like who's around you or what's around you, but one organization that I had to work with in Houston, they helped me get a apartment. They gave me stipends while I was looking for work. And they basically stabilized me so that I could become self-sufficient. There are so many resources out there for you, especially when you have kids. Usually women with children are the first to get help. So do a quick Google search. See what all is around you. Call tonight. Some of them have intake at any time, just because it can be an emergency. If you need to, get the police to take you out of the situation. Some of them might have like a van line or something like that can pick you up from a police station or something. Like, there's so many resources, but people just don't know. People just don't know. Yeah, there's like 311, 211, 411, 5. Like, just depending on where you are, it's a different 11. Utilize your resources. You don't have to stay in a situation that's dangerous. You don't have to stay in a situation where you feel isolated. You don't have to stay in a situation where the abuse is not physical. Hello? Because some people think that you're only being abused if you're being hit, and that's not true. Psychological abuse is a thing. Verbal abuse is a thing. Mental abuse is a thing. Financial abuse is a thing. So don't think because you're not getting hit that you're not being abused. And that is still something that you can be helped with these organizations. And that's okay. And that's awesome, actually. But that doesn't mean that you're not being harmed. Get out before it escalates. When you get out, change your number. Block this person on everything. Do not be accessible to this person moving forward at all. Free yourself, baby. Be your own hero. King of Wands. Knight of Wands. Be the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is also very fast moving. So once you've gathered this inspiration, act on it quickly. If you can, if it's feasible, as soon as this motherfucker go to sleep tonight, out of here. Out of there. You're very welcome, and you are loved as well. As soon as they close their eyes, dip. All right? So save yourself in this situation. What is surrounding my collective? What is surrounding my collective? 8 of Swords. Self-imposed mental prison. Can't make this shit up. And let them out. Even if you have to let them out quietly. It's okay. 8 of Wands, you're in a self-imposed mental prison. And that's not to say that this person is not putting you in a dangerous situation. But that's to say that you're only limited by your own mindset. You're only limited by your own mindset. You think you don't have a way out because you think you don't have a way out. You're isolated because you think you're isolated. What is this? What is the mind and the emotions of my collective here? Knight of Swords. You're ready to take action, though. It doesn't matter how scared you are, how doubtful you are, how fearful you are. You're at the point now that you're ready to take action. So mentally, you're there. And that's what's most important. Because in these situations, a lot of people get stuck because mentally, they want to be there. This is why it's hard to get involved in situations. And I swear I was just talking about this yesterday on this channel. It's hard to get involved with situations where there is an abuse dynamic, because as soon as you go to help the victim and the police show up, the victim is now siding with the abuser. When you're not mentally ready, there's no one who can save you. So you're already at this point where you're ready to save yourself. You're acknowledging now that you are in a self-imposed mental prison, that you are free, and the only limitation is your mind. You are surrounded, or in your mind and emotions is the desire to escape. And what is the outcome? What is the outcome? Oh, now they're getting sticky. Don't get shy now. What is the outcome? All right, so then the other solution for you in your case is a restraining order. They got to get the fuck out. You need an emergency TPO. And then once you present your case to the judge and they agree that this is an abusive and dangerous situation, they'll do a permanent restraining order. And as soon as this person is anywhere where they're not supposed to be, Ten of Swords, it's going to be a painful ending for our friend. All right? That's the outcome. It's going to be a painful ending. But I don't think it's for you. It's for them. You got to start taking more aggressive action. If that's all your shit and you don't want that person there, especially because they're abusive, they got to get the fuck out. There's no need for evictions and all of that. They're a danger to your life. Okay. So let's clarify this painful ending with the Ten of Swords. Lit. Spirit, you showing out tonight. The painful ending is clarified by the Empress. This is the energy of self-love, self-care, okay? Choosing yourself, putting yourself forward, putting your children first, prioritizing them, okay? So this painful ending leads to you being able to be in your Empress energy. Whether you feel it now or not, you are an Empress. You've always been. That was what you were born to be. Okay? Divinely feminine. The energies that are now affecting your life have no space antagonizing an Empress. They're not supposed to be there. Ashe. 111. They're not supposed to be there. They have... This sounds so arrogant, but it's like... They have no place taking up an audience with an Empress. Literally a queen. The audacity to talk down to mistreat, to mentally, physically, emotionally abuse an Empress. Are you crazy? And what tends to happen in those situations is now you've awakened the royal security, aka your spirit team, your guides, your ancestors. They've pissed off the Secret Service. And what's going to happen now? They're going to have to catch the fade. That spiritual fade. Y'all, go pour some libations at the root of a tree and ask for help. The ancestors are in the trees. This earth is ancestral. It's older than all of us. You want help? Go pour some liquor at the root of a tree. Ask for help. Ask for strength. Ask for courage. Ask for spiritual intercession. Go ask. Go pour your libations. Your tears are offerings to your spirits. Utilize them. The Empress energy is a combination of every single queen in the tarot deck. The Queen of Cups, mastery of emotion. Queen of Wands, mastery of manifestation and creation. Queen of Pentacles, that is the mother. The queen of your groundedness. The queen of your stability, finances. Okay, and which queen am I missing? Queen of Swords, the baddest bitch. She has learned from her mistakes. She is so discerning and so sharp. You can fool her once, maybe. You'll never get over on her twice. And she is cutting. And she is indeed a bitch. And she will treat you accordingly. The Empress is all of that. Every single one of those queens. Every single one of those queens. This is the energy that you embody, whether you feel it or not. Yes, go do that. That's what it's for. It's for protection. It's an offering. There's so many customs that we do as people that come from our roots, from our ancestry, that we don't even know why the fuck we do it. until later in life when we find out why the fuck we do it. When we have our spiritual awakenings. When we really tap in, then we realize it was always a ritual. It was always a protection. It was always a spirit that we were asking for help from, or guidance from, or protection from. Everything in this fucking world is magic. Don't be cut off from it. Don't be cut off from it. Embrace that shit. You are powerful as fuck. And there's not a human on this planet that should make you doubt that. Especially an abuser. Abusers are small, insignificant people who are just low self-esteem having ass, hateful individuals. Open to demonic intervention. They're being played with by lower vibrational entities. And they're allowing it because that's all they think they're worth. They don't even realize it half the time. Most of the time, I would say, unless they really play with, you know, dark energy like that, they don't even realize that they're being used. But as an empress, you can know that, and you can understand that, and you can escape it. You can get them the fuck out of your face because you have that power. Utilize it. You're not weak. You're not dumb. You're not blind. Some of you all have tried to leave these kind of situations before, and you don't understand why you can't leave because you know that you deserve better. You know that you're smarter than this bullshit. So why the fuck can't I get up and leave? This shit is literally like addiction. Same chemicals that are involved in drug addiction, liquor, alcohol, whatever addictions are involved with victims of DV. I don't know if I'm going to be demonetized because I've said abuse and abuser several times, but shit, I'm keeping it 100. So you're not weak, you're not stupid, you're not whatever the fuck you're telling yourself. You're a soldier. That's what you are. You're a soldier. Queen of Swords energy. You are that. You are her. But you're not none of that other shit that you tell yourself. So if you're in a toxic situation right now and you can't escape it and you don't get why you can't get out, it's chemical. Have a heart-to-heart with yourself. Hype yourself up. Remember who the fuck you are. Come back. Bring it back to the front. Remember who the fuck you are. Oh yeah, I'm that bitch. I forgot for a second. Shit. Let me get this fucker out my face. Let me get this fucker out my face. Alright, so let's get some, I'm going to do some African goddesses. I feel like we need some divine feminine empowerment right now, right? Alright, which goddesses would like to speak to the collective today? Bittersweet Symphony. That's like, hey, what the fuck you mean? Look here, before I even break down these goddesses, they said what the fuck they said. The first one is Mama Marie Level. She said you got that good juju on you, so what are you worried about? You're gonna be safe. This is gonna work out for you because luck is on your side. You got that good juju. All right. Oh, the next one is Mame Kumba Bang. Speak up. What they said? Speak up. Don't be sitting in silence allowing this fucker to do what the fuck they doing. Speak up. And the last one is live out loud and be loud about it. Be loud about it. Don't just speak up. Be loud about it. Y'all, the reason why so many abusive people get away with the bullshit that they get away with It's because the victims are too afraid to tell their story. They find safety in your silence. As long as you shut the fuck up, they can keep on doing what they're doing. If not to you, to the next person. Because you ain't said nothing, so don't nobody even know that you went through that. So the next person is like, oh wow, this person is amazing. How did I luck up? How did I get so lucky as to get with someone like you? And then they tell them a sob story like, oh yeah, so-and-so fumbled me. I was so good. I was so good to them. And then a month in, they're over here slowly starting to abuse the next person. It could be prevented if you tell your story. If you say that this person, I don't know why I want to say Lyndon B. Johnson. I know. Whatever their name is. This person did X, Y, and Z to me. Just like homegirl on TikTok. Risa Tisa. Do you think anybody is finna get with Legion? Only a fool would get with Legion right now. Because Risa Tisa done told her story. And every woman in the world knows that Legion is an abusive, toxic, narcissistic, lying piece of shit. Now, if you tell your story, who finna get with your ex? Not a soul. And this is how we stop this type of behavior. This is how we prevent this from continuing. Because ain't nobody finna get with you when everybody knows what the fuck you really are. I told my story once, twice, 3 times. Anytime I've left an abusive situation, there's a video for it on YouTube. And I gave details. And for people who are close to the situation, the nicknames were so specific that you know exactly who I'm talking about, even if I didn't use their government. You know. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get into these African goddesses, starting with Mama Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. All right, and she is from the Temple of the Ancestors, element of fire. Great ancestress Marie Laveau was larger than life. A New Orleans voodooienne. I always say that word weird. Voodooienne. A successful spiritpreneur, the famous voodoo queen first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. Her guidance says, great luck is now yours. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. This is a time of increase for you. You are heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is the goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. Goddess declaration, all I do is win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Say it to yourself. When you need to go file that TPO, tell yourself, all I do is win. I got good juju on me. All I do is win. I got good juju on me. I'm going to be all right. I got good juju on me. All right. So that is number 7. Angel number 7 also came up in the angel number. So 7s may be very significant for you. The next card is Mame Kumba Bang. And the number of her card is 33. Manifestation energy. Collaboration. Communication. 3rd house energy, Mercury, Gemini energy. Hello, we're in Gemini season. Talk about it. Talk. All right. Goddess of speaking up, Senegal, Temple of the griots, which are storytellers, so they be talking. All right, an element of water. Mame Kumba Bang protects the mouth of the Senegal River. When making an offering to her, you must not speak to anyone else coming or going. Sing for her, chant for her, call to her. Give Goddess Kumba your voice and she'll be happy. Her guidance says, speak up, speak out, speak on it. You have a right to be heard. You are betraying yourself by not speaking up. Your words have power. Own your voice. As the old saying goes, stand for something or fall for anything. Being neutral is not an option. When you stand firmly in your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, and beliefs and convictions. What do you stand for? Tell somebody today. Goddess declaration, I reclaim my voice. I speak out and I speak up. I reclaim my voice. I speak up and I speak out. Don't let these bitches silence you. Tell on their ass. Tell on their ass. Okay? And the last is Yasigi, who is also from the Temple of the Griot. So again, those storytellers, tell your story. They can't be making it more clear right now. Tell your story. How many times I gotta tell you? You better tell somebody. All right. Yasigi has the reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. For the Dogon people of Mali, she was the first Yasin. The Yasins are women empowered to participate in the mass dances. Her guidance says, express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy, and that's okay. You're not meant to. Living out loud and self-expression look different for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. Introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of their personalities for loved ones. The Goddess Declaration, I am free to express myself fully. I am free to express myself fully. So whether you make a TikTok story time, whether you write a book, whether you make a detailed expose on your Facebook page for all of your family and friends to see, whether you tell your closest friend or whoever you need to tell, whoever you've been holding this from, who don't know what you're going through right now, whoever you've been painting a pretty picture for, it's time to rip the fucking cover off and show them what's underneath it. Actually, this is the real story. Actually, it's giving Carrie in this bitch. Okay. Right. And as a Scorpio, your sign is an embodiment of personal power. Your ruling planet helps push you into a position of power. Okay, utilize what is innate in you. Utilize who you are, the natural power that you have. You can transmute the situation. You can transform the situation. You are the powerful one in this situation. Even if you've been convinced to think otherwise. There's a fucking gnat in here. Some of y'all might have some monitoring spirits. People trying to watch you. Maybe this person has people watching you, seeing what you up to, who you talking to, shit like that. Watch yourself. Be very mindful of your surroundings. But don't be afraid. I ain't never said that shit. Do what the fuck you gotta do. Alright. So, speaking of which, let's get a couple witching oracles out here. Witching hour oracles. Okay. Witch's brew. Seeking alternative solutions. Yeah. You got to find another solution to the situation you're currently in. And the sacred vows. And then the bottom of the deck is enter at your own risk. Pause. Yeah. With this, I never even had to pull this card before, but it's giving me like hangman energy. It feels like you all are walking out of the situation seems scarier to some of you than being in the situation itself. Okay, just looking at this picture, like she's looking into the woods. And I'm just imagining like the woods are the way out, like running through the woods. But what you'll also notice is she's in like light colors and like white. White is pure, it's protective. So even though it may seem like you're moving into darkness, I do feel like I need to tell you that you are so protected. Okay? So seek alternative solutions. For every situation, the answer may not be just so straight ahead, because every situation does have does have different aspects. Okay. So the tarot companion to this card is actually the Fool card, which is about taking a leap of faith. The key word to this card is there's a remedy for your problem. Seek alternative solutions. So it's not uncommon to seek out alternative healing if mainstream methods fail. They might turn to herbalism, folk healing, witchcraft, or similar if desperate for an answer or solution to a chronic problem. This card represents the moment when it may be time to seek out unusual methods or to get out of your comfort zone. What you have or what you've been doing isn't working. So it's time to broaden your understanding of what is right, good, or valuable. If your reading is about love, you may need to consider dating someone who is not your usual type. If you are inquiring about career or business, it could be time to try learning a new skills that until now seem like something you would never do or that you would skip past. If your question is about a spiritual nature or about life purpose, look to things that scare you most. Is the fear rooted in genuine caution, or are you just afraid to step outside of your safety zone? Additionally, this card is your confirmation that there is a solution to your problem, even if you can't see it right now. Consider reaching out to someone that you wouldn't normally seek out for advice. They may have an interesting perspective that could end up being exactly what you need. This whole time I was reading this, I was just feeling like whoever I'm talking to, maybe you are not someone who believes in magic, believes in witchcraft, or any of this type of shit, pero like, it's all real. And maybe this situation is making you reconsider it. Reach out to a practitioner you trust. If this person is being harmful to you, and maybe a tangible physical solution is not something that you can realistically do right now, because like I said, everyone's situation is different. This person may have financial control over you, whatever the case. Then resort to magical means. There are some things that you can do right under their nose that will make them fucking chill. That will make them chill, at least, until you can get to a position where you can get them out, or you get the fuck out. Okay? So I would say, I wouldn't tell you to do anything if you're new to it, but I would say reach out to a practitioner that you trust that can help you in that way, if you're open to that. I do not say that in a way to try to get you to skip the physical things. Do the restraining order, call the police, make the police reports, create the paper trails. Because if you have to defend yourself moving forward in a way that don't involve magic at all, catch what I'm saying, at least you have a paper trail to defend yourself with. Okay, let's move forward. The sacred vows. The key words are commitment, devotion, belief system, and prayer. But look how it just seems to keep bringing us back to the spiritual aspect. For some of y'all, it's going to just be as simple as talking to your family members who are on the other side. Believe it or not, talking to ancestors can be just as powerful, if not more so, than any spell in any book that any practitioner might know just off top or through their knowledge, whatever. Sometimes all you need to do is write you a little letter to Big Mama, to Gram, or that one ancestor who blew off her husband's head. I don't know. I'm gonna be demonetized like a motherfucker. But regard that one ancestor that you know was about that. Write them a little note. Let them know what this person is doing to you. Bet you something get done. Bet you something get done. If don't nothing get done, email me. Because my ancestors ain't missed yet. Sacred vows. The tarot companion is justice, just so we're clear. Today's daily energy was about justice, just so we're clear. All right. Mystics and witches are governed by higher laws. Spirit works through them, channeling love, healing, abundance, self-sovereignty, and compassion for humanity. It's these beliefs guiding the witches through life, and she is committed, and they are committed, to honoring the task placed upon their shoulders. This card represents the driving beliefs behind your choices. What is your moral compass? What keeps you aligned with your soul's nature and gives you a bump when you are deviating from the path? What are you passionate about? What are you committed to? What moves through you? And what inspires you? The sacred vows guide you to devote yourself to what brings you joy and pleasure, to do more of what excites you, embrace both the simple and the complex joys in life, and allow the things that bring you rapture to be held in your life as sacred. Should this card happen to fall out of the deck and land in reverse, or if you feel you are lacking an ethos to guide your path, it's an invitation to spend more time in prayer, connecting to the higher power that supports your path, okay? So connect to your people, connect to God, connect to whatever it is that you believe in. But what I will tell you is no matter what you believe in, as far as my experience has shown me, all of these divinities are real. These deities are real. Your ancestors are real. Your spirit guides, angels are real as fuck. And they're not all nice, just so we're clear. They're not all friendly, okay? Some of them are really about that. Some of them are really warriors, okay? So just so we're clear, all of that shit is real. Open yourself up to it. If this is your path, if you're comfortable with it, open yourself up to it and ask for fucking help. You will receive it. Especially if you come to them with your emotions raw and on your sleeve. If you come to them with tears, if you come to them with desperation, if you come to them surrendered, they will answer and they will help. Okay? So, let's get a postcard from Spirit. Should I do a song message? This reading don't really feel like a sing-songy message, and I think Bittersweet Symphony suffices. Alright? But I'll do a couple rebel messages, just in case you need a little extra knock on the head. Bittersweet Symphony, that's like... Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? For some of you all, this situation, it just feels very heavy. Hey, Kiana, you might want to go back and watch this one, baby. This situation may seem super heavy for you. And so I don't want to say to make it light, because for some of y'all this is not a light situation, but I want to say find joy where you can. Embrace joy where you can. Even if you got to turn on YouTube and watch Josh Johnson or Matt Rife fine ass and just get a little giggle from one of them, but find joy where you can. Don't let this situation become so heavy that it consumes you. Don't be consumed by this. At the end of the day, you are dealing with another human. Even if they lack humanity, they bleed like you bleed. Don't let them be a soul sucker. Don't let them take everything from you that makes you happy, that gives you a reason to live, that gives you fucking purpose. Because at the end of the day, when you free yourself from the situation, they're still going to be where they are. They're still going to be miserable. And they're going to be reminded that they still ain't shit. You did all of that, and now you're alone. And the worst thing these type of people can ever be is alone. Because they know that they're horrible. Imagine being that kind of person and the only company you have is yourself. They need you. They need your energy. They need you to be their punching bag. Because it's the only thing that makes them feel good. Yeah. So don't. Go watch some Josh Johnson. Matt Rife, if you're into like kind of dark comedy. Because he says some wild shit. But also he's very nice to look at if you're into guys. They're good to watch. They're good to, you know. I love me some Josh Johnson. He's very funny. And he's, okay, you know what? Just a good example just came into my head. You know the angel and devil on your shoulder? Josh Johnson is the angel on your shoulder. Matt Rife is the devil on your shoulder. So depending on what kind of comedy you're into, pick the angel or the devil. They both gonna be funny as shit. Okay? It does. It does make them feel better about themselves. And that's what's so unfortunately. Yeah, Josh Johnson is funny as hell. Alright, so rebel because fuck it. This message here. This person, this situation that you're in, the people that you're dealing with, they expect you to continue to do what you've done since the beginning of the situation. They expect you to, if you engage with them when they antagonize you, when they yell at you, when they call you names, they expect you to constantly engage with them. If you're going to rebel, stonewall. Go radio silent. You look real foolish yelling by yourself, to yourself, at yourself, because I don't see you, I don't hear you, I don't acknowledge you. You're just here yelling at yourself. If you've always just laid down and took it, stand up for yourself. Call them out. Tell them about themselves. These kind of people are so insecure that when you tell them about themselves, you cause them an injury. If it's safe for you. I'm not telling everybody to do that. If this person is knocking you upside the head, don't antagonize them. But if that's not the nature of your relationship, give it back. Finally say something because you haven't been saying anything the whole time. Call out their insecurities. I bet you they shut the fuck up for at least a couple days. What's the last rebel message? Ask a fucking expert. Some of y'all need to talk to a therapist or somebody who knows a little something about this. Someone who's already been through it. Someone who's already survived it. Not saying it gotta be me, but I'm just saying, you know somebody. You know somebody. You've seen someone survive this. Whether you know them personally or you know them via social media or it's a friend of your mama's or whatever. If it is your mama, like whoever it is, you've seen someone go through this and survive it. Talk to somebody who knows. Let them inspire you. It says don't rely on friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. I'm telling you that sometimes the professional is a friend. It is somebody on the internet. Okay. So let's see what I don't know. Should I do the song oracles? Because they don't always, I'm going to do a song oracle, then I'm going to do the postcard from Spirit. Because there's a specific song that I'm wondering if it will come out. Alright, which song will resonate with this reading, Spirit? What song will resonate with this reading for my collective? For some of you, something about this connection may be taboo. But also, this situation or this song gives me scorpionic energy as well. So it's The Sweetest Taboo by Sade. But something about this situation may be something that is hard to explain to other people, or it's taboo. Something about this is taboo or different. It's a quiet storm and it's never felt like this before. It's a quiet storm and I think it's you. It's a quiet storm and I never felt like this before. Giving me something that's taboo. But taboo in this, I don't get taboo in a good way. I know this song is like a really sexy song, but I'm getting like something about this is out of the norm, out of the ordinary, taboo. And maybe that's why some of you all have kept it a secret. Okay, I might be too much in somebody's business, but I feel like for somebody, this situation is like a kink situation, maybe a S&M, like a dom and submissive situation that has gotten out of hand. And maybe someone who is close to you is aware of that. And so part of the reason why you don't tell them where the situation has escalated to is because you think you'll be judged for being in a situation that is taboo in the first place. Like, well, what did you expect from a dom submissive relationship, from a BDSM relationship? Like, what did you expect? You might be too afraid of judgment to speak up about the situation because it's taboo already. Okay, so whoever that's for, take that. You don't gotta confirm in the comments. All right, what's the next song oracle for this reading? What resonates with this reading, Spirit? Okay, I got two. Karma Chris by Young and May. Somebody else making you smile, I can't live with that. Somebody else holding you down, I can't live with that. You out of my world, I can't live like that. I was just fucking with those girls. I was gonna get right back. All right. So for some of you all, the toxicity of the situation is that every time you try to leave, they're giving you excuses. Oh, that girl didn't mean nothing to me. Like, I feel like it's a cycle. There's always cheating, infidelity, making you feel less than, competing. You hear me, Rachel? Competing, like trying to make you compete with other girls. But then when you're like, fuck this shit, I'm out, they're like, hey, I was just fucking with those girls. I was gonna get right back. Like, why you acting like that, Mom? You know you my world. You know you my main bitch. Never be the main bitch. If you ain't the only bitch, be about this bitch. All right? Like, what the fuck you mean I'm your main bitch? fuck is you talking about? All right. And the last song, Bust Down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust down on the gang. When they accuse you of that type of shit, it's because that's what they're doing. Of course you're cheating because I'm cheating, so why wouldn't you be cheating? Actually, I know you're not cheating, but I have to throw this accusation at you to make you fucking crazy Looney Tunes. I'm gaslighting the fuck out of you so that you won't accuse me of cheating. Like, I gotta gaslight you first. Tag, you're it. Gaslight you first. Tag, you're it. Yeah, they out here on the gang busting down Tatiana. Okay. They busting down Tatiana. Just so we're clear. So they fucking with these girls. They gonna get right back. Tatiana. Some of y'all are in a situation. Look, first of all, ain't no kink shaming over here because I'm a very kinky girl. Yeah, I'm into all that. But those type of relationships, just whoever this is for, those type of relationships are supposed to be based on trust. And unfortunately, a lot of abusive people gravitate towards that community because it allows them to have an outlet to be abusive. That's not what that community was made for. That's not what those connections are about. It's about trust. Unfortunately, people go get in these connections with people thinking that they trust these people because these people have this mask on. You can trust me. I'll be daddy. Whatever. Only to find out that daddy has like a serial killer fantasy and is also just a fucking piece of shit and wants to do abusive shit to you. So if your situation is the one that I've mentioned with the BDSM, do not be kink shamed into staying quiet. Do not be kink shamed into staying quiet. And I know some of this is resonating with y'all because y'all have already confessed to being Scorpios in some form. In some form. Hey, like what you like. Pleasure is your birthright. It is okay to experience pleasure in the way that you enjoy it. But don't allow it to become a prison for you. You don't deserve toxic, fucked up, or abusive behavior just because you like nipple clamps. Just because you like a little pain with your pleasure. That does not equal it's okay to abuse me. I should stay quiet because people are going to attack me because of what I'm into. That's not what that equals. Okay? I don't know why they made me bring it back to that. I don't know why I had to go reiterate that message, but I just feel like somebody really needed to hear that. Just because you're a freak doesn't mean you deserve to be abused. No kink shaming. Don't let your kink shame you into shutting the fuck up. Still tell your story. Still get help if you need it. All right, let's get your postcard from Spirit. And it says, Dearest you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep. Not just in bed, but the kind where you forget that you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. Oh, thank you. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of the small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognize this going in, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see the magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in Spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that All the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. How many times did I say holla at y'all spirits for help? All the help that you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind, in alignment with the divine intelligence, is unstoppable. I think I told y'all that already. That y'all was powerful as fuck. I think I said that. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved and we are all behind you. Bruh. Whole team behind you. Gang behind you. So what are you afraid of? You got a whole gang around you. So what the fuck are you afraid of? Get these toxic motherfuckers out of your face. Out of your face. Where did that come from? Out of my face. Out of my face. I forget where that came from. Some movie. But get them out of your face. You are heavily supported. You are very powerful. And you do not have to settle for none of this bullshit. Not a thing. You are sovereign as fuck. And peace is your birthright. Abundance is your birthright. Okay? You do not have to go for none of this. Not a thing. Scary movie. Hey, it is out of my face. Out of my face. Yeah, that's scary movie. But yeah, y'all don't have to go for none of this. So don't settle for it. Don't deal with it. Anything toxic, we're not fucking with it. Especially people. Send them away. Let them go work on themselves over there. Okay? It don't have shit to do with you. Whatever their issues are, it don't got shit to do with you. Deal with that shit over there. Protect your peace at all costs. It is the most valuable resource you have. Because when you are in an energy of peace, that's how you manifest the best. That's how you create the best. That's how you love on yourself. How you nurture yourself. How you take care of yourself the best. When you are at peace. So get all this ghetto shit from around you. Whatever it takes. Whoever you need to reach out to. Whatever story you need to tell. However loud you need to be. Be that. Protection of peace. Be that. Okay? So, I think mañana, tomorrow, is my birthday. It's my birthday. Happy Gemini season, Gemini motherfuckers. Because I know y'all out here tearing the streets up and being menaces. As we should. Okay? But tomorrow is my birthday. It's also the 6/6 portal. Great time for manifestation. Great time for manifestation. Okay? Great time. I'm about to say crumples, girl. Crumples. Just kidding. I knew what you meant. But yeah, great time for manifestation. So, do what you gotta do. Use that power, use that energy to help you up out of your situations. But remember, y'all showed up in this reading as the Knight of Wands. So you got the power. You have the power to be your own hero. So be that shit. Be that shit. Okay. So I think tomorrow, what I was going to say is I think tomorrow I might do subscriber readings for my birthday. Anyone who donates tomorrow, I'll do a reading for. Yeah, I'll do a collective and I'll do anyone who donates. You can ask your questions, whatever the case. I'll do personals. But just make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure your notifications are turned on. All. So you see anything that I post. Okay. All right. Thank you. And I guess until tomorrow, until the very next time I read for you all, I wish you all love and light. Now go get right. Thank you. Go get right. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, gang.